Hey YouTube, I'm back. This one's a first for me. So I got invited, thanks to a client of mine, to see an advanced screening of Deadpool. I was going to release it this weekend, the review, before the movie comes out, but I was like, it's too long to wait. So I figured I would do it now. This is either coming out the day before or the day of the Thursday theatrical release for Deadpool. But I did not go alone. So the individual who saw it with me will be coming in shortly. I'll tell you. Alright, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm a time traveler. And I went back in time. And I got my special guest. It's me at age 11. Don't believe me? Here it comes.
Hello.
Bam! Me at age 11. What's your name, me?
What's my name?
What is your name?
I don't know.
My name is Juan. Your name is?
Wait, what was your name?
Juan.
That's my name.
Told you. Me at 11. Or he's my son. One or the other. So, we're going to talk about Deadpool because we both got a chance to see the advanced screening of Deadpool.
It was awesome.
Pretty awesome. Was it awesome?
Yes, it was awesome.
Alright, so the first thing we're going to talk about is the plot of the movie. What I thought of the plot, it was pretty textbook superhero plot. They didn't really stray from the ordinary. It did have its uniqueness, but it is kind of typical. Bad guy does something to good guy. Good guy has to get revenge on bad guy to save his girl. So I thought the plot didn't need anything special. I would rate the plot about an 8. They executed it well. It didn't seem too cut and dry, too bland. So I would give it an 8 out of 10. Now let's hear what an 11-year-old me thinks.
Okay, so what I thought of the movie is guy takes someone from guy gets mad, guy has cancer, guy has to go after guy gets mad and goes after guy, and then guy kills guy.
I think that's excellent. That was marvelous. Marvelous.
What are we talking about?
I don't know. There was a lot of killing.
I like it.
So, the next thing we're going to talk about is the villains. Ajax is the main villain in this movie, who I thought was actually pretty good. He was a pretty good bad guy. You hate him almost right off the bat. You know, you kind of... the villains are easy to hate. They're easy to hate, but they don't feel two-dimensional. They have some character to them, and they have good backstory set up. The way they did the story is really cool. I don't want to give away too much, but I do think the villains were good. They were what they needed to be for the movie. They weren't over the top. They felt grounded. They felt real, and you really did hate them. You wanted to see them get what was coming to them. So when our hero goes after them, you're kind of like, yes, fucking Francis.
Wait, that was a spoiler.
It wasn't a spoiler. It's his name. It's in the trailer.
Okay.
And so yeah, the villains, I would rate the villains also about an 8 out of 10. What about you, 11-year-old me?
I don't know. Just kidding. Well, first of all, he's the basic villain. I didn't know who Ajax was till I saw the movie. And once I saw the movie, I learned who he was. And since I learned who he was, I kind of learned more about him. And once I got more into his story, the more I wanted to crush his skull open.
Yeah.
But overall, I rate it 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. Good villains. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is the action in the movie. And there is tons of action. You don't even got to wait for the action to get started. It kind of gets started right off the bat. I don't want to spoil any of the action scenes, but there is. It's kind of like watching a Mortal Kombat movie. Because the violence is gruesome.
Well,
it's a hard R.
It's like what? It's like
Hey,
playing.
did I say 11-year-old me? What do you think yet?
No. Maybe.
Did I?
I don't know.
The world will never know. Yeah, it's like a Mortal Kombat movie. And the action is amazing. Every action sequence is freaking awesome. For the budget they had, they did great. They nailed it. I would give the action sequences 10 out of 10. What do you think, 11-year-old me?
Boom. 10 out of 10.
Boom. 10 out of 10. Now the comedy is what we're moving on to next. The comedy, we probably went, no more than 3 minutes without bursting out laughing. I think we missed some jokes because we laughed so damn much. This movie is hilarious. Tons of adult comedy. Jokes that kind of went over his head. And jokes that didn't. They nailed. They landed. Ryan Reynolds owns it in the comedy department. Actually, the whole cast is extremely funny and awesome. So I can't say enough about the comedy. The comedy makes the movie not take itself too seriously. They make fun of everything. Nothing's off the table in this movie. Even the budget. They make fun of the budget. They make fun of... They right so many wrongs with just the comedy. And that's... So I would say that is like a 12 out of 10. The comedy makes it so awesome. What do you think, 11-year-old me?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just doing this to your voice, but every word you said, I was doing this because I really didn't care about what you were saying. But basically, it was funny overall. Funny. I don't think there was ever a moment in the movie where I wasn't laughing. So I'd rate it a solid 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 on the comedy. So that brings us to our overall rating of the movie. What did we think of Deadpool the movie? I give the movie... Well, before I give my rating, I just want to say they right so many wrongs. Everything is fixed in this movie. Nothing's off the table. They break so many rules. Ryan Reynolds says there's over 100 Easter eggs. We saw a buttload, some that really weren't supposed to be there. And we only got one end credit scene. So we're going to go see the theatrical release to see the second end credit scene. If rumors are true, they either A, broke a really big rule, or B, something majorly huge is in store. So either way, it's exciting to be a nerd.
You never told me that.
Well,
I'm sad now.
It's alright. So, like I was saying, amazing, right so many wrongs. The comedy's through the roof. It is the best things Fox put out. The best thing Fox has put out. And X-Men Days of Future Past is awesome, but Deadpool is true to character, nails it, freaking kills it, and I would give it a 10 out of 10. What do you think, 11-year-old me?
Boom, 10.
Boom, 10. So that's pretty much it. That's our spoiler-free review.
Wait.
What are we waiting for?
I have to say one more thing.
One more thing.
Number one movie used to be Lord of the Rings. Since Deadpool came, Lord of the Rings sadly was pushed to number 2.
I don't know if I would say that for me, but Deadpool's amazing. Make sure to go watch it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to do things. And anything else you want to say? No? I think we're good.
No, wait. Before I leave, what happens if you pour the cereal but don't check if there's milk?
Sadness.
There's no milk.
Catastrophe? I don't know.
The Deadpool movie.
I don't get it. Is it 11-year-old humor? I don't know.
It just...
Bye, YouTube.
Subscribe to the channel, or the fat boy gets it!